take us out the.
Y'all don't really want it like here comes the here comes the here comes the y'all don't really want it like here comes the here comes the here comes the y'all don't really want it like E-double-L. I said so, I keep big bills up in my hood on the dirty like Blitz-Playoffs. Ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful, and I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full line. In it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go broke for revenge. Have some not so nice friends, kick the door off the hinge, take the door off your bed, pop up my four of your friends, man, please, this shit ain't cynical.
What up, what up, what up, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of The Blitz, brought to you by the Game Changers Media. How y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday night? I'm your host, Big C. Y'all know the co-host, Mike Jones. What up, Mikey?
Hey, man, what's up? Happy to be here for episode 31 of The Blitz. Thanks, everybody, for coming to kick it. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, make sure you hit them like buttons on your way in the door. They help us immensely get our videos out there to the world, so everybody can enjoy the comedic relief of Mike Jones and Big C and our extreme football knowledge. Oh, so what's up, man? What's up?
Not much. Fighting the cold. It's been rainy, man. Just a lot of rain today and yesterday. Really wet out. But I mean, all in all, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just waiting on some football, man.
Yeah, I gotta get my holiday shopping
Oh my gosh, me too.
started.
Yeah, I haven't
The,
started,
pro-
bro.
the problem is I give my wife money for the kids. Obviously, I just give her the money and she does the spending, and that's not the problem. It's the shopping for the wife that over the course of 17 years or so, you've literally bought everything and anything for. Like, what's there left to get? And then, of course, she says, I want this, I want that in passing while she's looking at her phone. And she doesn't really show you the images of the things that she wants, but she swears to God she's told you 20 different things. And it's so easy to shop for her, and which is not the case. Which is not the case. So, yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to buy, how much it's going to hurt my pockets. And, yeah.
Yeah. I don't got those wifey problems no more, bro. Soon to be
Well, I
happily
mean,
divorced.
but, well, there you go. I mean, some aspects of it are positive, right?
Hey, I'm not complaining.
You don't
Do
have
what I
to.
want when I want. Nobody telling me what I can and cannot do. Not saying I didn't like being married, but it's not bad being single either.
Yeah, I mean, I can speak on that because then maybe I'll be single too. But anyway, yeah. Let's talk about some football stuff that won't get me in trouble. So we have a Thursday night game tomorrow night. We got the Rams and the 49ers, which have a lot of playoff implications in the NFC. Both teams are still alive for the division. The Rams coming off a thrilling victory over the Buffalo Bills. That just their offense was so dominant, and it was a shocking victory. I don't think a lot of people seen it coming. And then you got the 49ers, who've just been riddled with so many injuries throughout the season, and they're just fighting to stay afloat and battling. I mean, it's probably do or die for the 49ers this week. I mean, if they lose, it's probably a wrap for them. But a win keeps them alive. We're also going to give our top 5 power ranking teams and give our MVP through 14 weeks of this NFL season so far. Plus, we're gonna play football god, and we're gonna
We're gonna see
pick
how
the
many.
rest of the NFL games and see what the playoffs are gonna look like, what seed people are gonna be in, and what the matchups are gonna be. And so it should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun here on the Blitz. That's all we know how to have is fun.
Doublets. Yeah, we're gonna
Doublets.
get on the predictor, and we're gonna see how many times, if we randomly simulate it, the Dolphins make it. I did it the other day. I did it 8 times, and the Dolphins made it in the playoffs once.
No, we're not gonna random simulate. We're gonna big C simulate.
You're gonna big C specialize it. A little bit of
Yeah,
game nudging a little win. We're probably
no,
ain't gonna.
I'm gonna keep it truthful like I always do. I'm gonna call it right down the middle.
You don't keep it truthful.
I mean, yeah, I think I do. I think I'm very truthful.
You were just talking about scoring a bazillion points. Have you a bazillion points?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm always right, but I mean, I kept it honest. I really thought we were gonna score a Brazilian.
It's actually pretty funny because it's like every time we get pretty serious and we sit here and we make a decision and we say, "Oh, this is going to happen," or "We think this is going to happen." It seems like the next week we both get slapped. So, yeah, it is what it is. This is football. It's unpredictable. You just do the best you can with the knowledge that you have and with your gut feeling. A lot of times it's your gut.
I mean, that's the beauty about football, though, is that it's said over and over. Any given Sunday, any team can win. This is the National Football League. There are a bunch of great players on every team, bunch of great athletes on every team. I mean, are some players questionable whether they should be professional? Absolutely. Skylar Thompson. But anyway, yeah, most people are here for a reason, and any team can get lucky or get hot and beat another team.
Absolutely.
So, well, get into that. You know
So
what do you want to start with? Let's start with the Thursday night game.
yeah. Yeah.
The Rams coming off a 44-42 victory over the Buffalo Bills. Matt Stafford looked great. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua, Kerryon Williams. They just got a high-powered offense. I mean, they couldn't stop Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, but the Buffalo Bills couldn't stop them neither.
Right.
The San Francisco 49ers, they've just been laced with injuries, like an obscene amount into all their stars. Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, even the quarterback has missed a game. Brock Purdy. They're not really getting any healthier. Williams is out, the left tackle. Trent Williams is out for this game. Christian McCaffrey is, of course, out. It looks like Bosa might not play. I guess it's going to be a game time decision. I think
They
with
did
the
play
way
good last
the Rams
week, though.
played, they did play, but they played the Bears. The Bears. Lots of people look good when they play the Bears. I think with the Rams and how they're playing, and they're really hitting their stride with both Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua healthy. Sean McVay. This is a battle between Sean McVay and Shanahan, both two of the top play callers in the league. If I had to go with one, though, I'm probably going with McVay. I like the Rams in this game. I think the Rams are the healthier team. The Rams coming off that win against the Buffalo Bills, I think they're feeling confident. They hit their stride, and I think this Rams team is going to be very difficult to beat going down the stretch, and I wouldn't want to have to face them in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way. I think the Rams will take it, but I'm actually going with San Fran. I think last week it might have been the Bears, but I think it was a good morale for the team, and I really think this 49ers team can still make some stuff happen. They lead in defensive sacks over the Rams. They have one more interception than them. It's just, and that's with all the injuries they've had. So I still think that the San Francisco's come out on top with this one.
Yeah, but if Bosa don't play, that's a big portion of their sacks. He's their main pass rusher, and the Rams got a young duo of pass rushers themselves that are really starting to come on. And with Trent Williams not playing, the big left tackle, probably the best left tackle in football, that opens up the door for Brock Purdy to get attacked. And I just feel like coming off that win with the Bills, that their confidence is at an all-time high right now, and I think they're just going to come out and put on another scoring display that the 49ers aren't going to be able to keep up with.
So what's up with Bosa? Is he like injured or?
Yeah, he's injured. They said he's a game time decision. They weren't sure.
I don't know. It's a pretty big game.
Thursday night. I mean, these quick turnarounds, Thursday night games, a lot of players, maybe they could play Sunday, but Thursday they don't get the chance to play just because it's a quick turnaround.
Right. Yeah, I'm going with San Fran. I got a gut feeling. This is one of those gut feelings, no rhyme or reason. Excuse me.
So Bosa's missed 3 games due to a lingering hip oblique injury.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's a game time decision. If Bosa plays, that definitely helps the 49er chances. But like I said, coming off that win against the Buffalo Bills, I feel like this Rams offense is just they're hitting their stride, and their 2-star receivers are going to be able to find the holes in that defense, and they're going to be able to take advantage.
All right. I feel
So
it.
I like the Rams. I like the Rams to close out the 49ers, and hopefully that ends the 49ers playoff chances. So when San Francisco travels to Miami next week, their players are defeated and ready to pack it in and not give extreme effort against my Dolphins. So
Oh, so
yeah,
you don't want them to put up a challenge.
no, I don't.
You just want to get into the playoffs and then worry about it.
Yeah, yep,
Okay. Wait,
yep, I do.
I
That's
don't-
me. Yep, I do.
I don't judge.
I do. So let's take a look at playoff predictor. We're gonna simulate the rest of the season, Big C Mike Jones style. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Ooh,
Hey, how you doing, handsome guy? Oh,
whoa, whoa, whoa!
there we go. Whoa, what is going on over there?
What?
There's a lot of cleavage in that video that's playing.
What video?
There's a Zales video.
All right, I'm gonna go about this a different way because that way I did not like it.
He didn't like that way, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
I'm gonna tell you why, Mikey. When I was doing it that way, it was still small on my screen, and now it's big on my screen, so I'm easier access for me.
Okay. No,
So
that's cool.
you can see the playoff predictor now, right?
I can see it. I can't, but you still got an ad popped up there.
Oh, this one right here. Boom. Goodbye.
Oh,
See, when I
yeah.
did it this way, Mike, it's full screen on mine, so I can see it better and be able to pick better.
Oh, okay, cool.
When you do it the other way, it's all small on the screen, and you know what I mean?
I'll have to try it that way next time.
All right, so the week 15 game we just talked about, the Rams versus 49ers. See, this is going to be difficult because you like the 49ers, I like the Rams.
Yeah, but I like the Rams, or I like the 49ers, but the thing is I feel like the Rams will probably win. It's just that the San Francisco is just a gut feel. Like that's a gut choice. So
Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this fairly quickly. We're not going to go through in depth 36 games why we think who's going to win, and we're just going to kind of do it quick. All right. So here we go. We'll go with the Rams here. Dallas, you agree?
Yeah.
Kansas City.
KC.
We're going Miami through it. We're going Miami through this. I think the Jets beat Jacksonville.
I got the Jets. Yep.
Washington over the Saints. Baltimore over the Giants. I like Cincy over the
Tennessee.
Titans. Scroll down. New England, Arizona. Damn fat fingers. Go with Arizona. Denver, Indy. This is a tough one. I think Denver pulls it off though.
Yeah, I got Denver in that one.
Detroit, Buffalo. What you think?
Oh no. I'm thinking Buffalo is going to feel a certain way about last week. So
I'm all right going with Buffalo, even though they're playing in Detroit. Tampa Bay Chargers. Now, this is one that really affects my Dolphins. I like Tampa Bay in this game. Justin Herbert's dealing with some injuries. Dobbins out. I like Tampa Bay.
Yep, I've been a Baker fan all season. Let's go Tampa Bay.
Pittsburgh, Philly.
I think Philly.
Cool with it.
All right.
Green Bay over Seattle.
Yep.
Minnesota over the Bears.
The Bears.
Atlanta over Oakland.
That's sketchy, but yeah.
So after this week, we got the Chiefs at 1, the Bills at 2, the Steelers at 3, Houston at 4, the Ravens at 5, the Broncos at 6, and the Chargers at 7. I don't think much changed. On the NFC side, we got the Lions at 1, Eagles at 2, Bucks at 3, Rams at 4.
Wow.
They would take over the division lead. That's crazy. With the
Yep.
Seattle loss and then a win, they'd be in the division lead.
Yep.
Washington at 7, Green Bay 6, Minnesota at 5. I read that backwards. All right, let's go. Week 16. This is another big game for my Dolphins. Chargers at Denver. What do you like?
I like Denver, but Chargers have been. I'd go Denver. I'm a big believer in Denver.
Yeah, Denver with the Chargers with those injuries. I'm telling you, they're gonna come back to bite them. Kansas City, Houston, Kansas City,
Yeah, we'll go KC.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh. This is a big game.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh again.
Yep. I don't have no
Okay.
faith in Baltimore.
Atlanta over the Giants. Cincy over Cleveland.
Yep.
Buffalo over New England. We got Arizona over Carolina. Detroit over the Bears. Indy over Tennessee. Rams over the Jets. Philly and Washington. You like Philly or think Washington jumps on them?
I'm nervous. I think I want to go Philly, but I have a feeling about Washington. I don't think it affects
Pick
anything.
Washington?
Yeah, I have a feeling about Washington.
Minnesota, Seattle.
Ooh,
I like the Vikings.
I like the Vikings too. They've been playing really good.
Jacksonville at Raiders don't really matter besides the top pick. Miami, San Francisco. We go in the Dolphins there. Tampa Bay beats Dallas. Green Bay beats New Orleans.
Is there?
Is that the final one? Yep.
So that leaves us with
That puts Kansas City at 1, Buffalo at 2, Pittsburgh at 3, Houston at 4, Denver at 5, Baltimore at 6, and look who's at number 7. The Miami Dolphins.
you see what he did there.
NFC, we got Detroit still at 1, Philly at 2, the Bucks at 3, the Rams at 4, Minnesota at 5, Green Bay at 6, and Washington still at 7.
Yep.
Over here in week 17. Kansas City, Pittsburgh. What do you like?
I like Pittsburgh. Sounds crazy, but
Baltimore, Houston.
Baltimore.
See, people aren't going to realize what happens here that with this Houston Texans team. Seattle beats the Bears. Denver, Cincinnati.
That's gonna be a tough one. Since he can put up some points, man.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I'll go Cincy. I think Denver's defense is really good, but I still think Burrow has a big game.
I agree. That Cincinnati offense is something fierce. Arizona, the Rams. I like the Rams still.
I like the Rams too.
Chargers at New England. Go Chargers. Indy at Giants. Go Indy. Washington. Buffalo. Let's scroll down here. Jacksonville, Tennessee. Go Jacksonville. Green Bay, Minnesota. Who you like?
That's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna take Minnesota at home.
Minnesota. Let's go New Orleans. Tampa Bay. Philly. Miami over Cleveland, of course, and Detroit over San Francisco. So after 17 weeks, KC at 1, Buffalo at 2, Pittsburgh at 3, Houston at 4, Baltimore at 5, Denver at 6, Miami at 7. In the NFC, we got Detroit at 1, Philly at 2, Tampa at 3, the Rams at 4. It changed up on the NFC side a little bit. Minnesota at 5, Washington moves up to 6, and Green Bay down to 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go Arizona over San Fran. San Francisco's going to eventually put most of their starters on. You know, a lot of them are going to go get healthy for the offseason, start their offseason early. So I like Arizona. Atlanta over Carolina. Baltimore, Cleveland. Cleveland owns a victory over Baltimore already this year.
So you still got to go Baltimore.
Okay.
Winston is that interception problem, man.
Washington over Dallas. Kansas City and Denver.
I mean, it's hard not to go with KC, but I think Denver could definitely upset them.
See, I like KC.
Yep.
KC's going to be playing for that number 1 spot still.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
Minnesota, Detroit.
I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go Detroit. I'm still keeping Detroit.
Minnesota would take the division if they win. It's
Oh,
going to be for the division. Green Bay over the Bears. Indy over Jacksonville. That's watch when we take a look over here in a minute. You're going to see what happened. The Rams over Seattle. Go Chargers over Vegas. Buffalo over New England. Miami over the Jets.
Jets over.
We got Philly over the Giants. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Pittsburgh might be resting some of their guys. They're already in.
Yeah, then I'd probably go Cincinnati then.
Jump Cincinnati. Tampa Bay over New Orleans.
Houston.
And Houston over Tennessee. Now let's go over here and look. Houston falls out of the playoffs. Oh no, they got back in with that win because the Colts had taken that spot. That's crazy. So KC at 1, Buffalo at 2, Pittsburgh at 3, Houston at 4. We got the Ravens at 5. Miami moves up a spot to 6, and the Chargers at 7. Denver misses the playoffs. Yeah, Denver missing the playoffs.
Man, you guys will have fun in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we're gonna beat them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold, motherfucker.
Nah,
We all know how that
Indian
rolls.
summer, baby. We're gonna be an Indian summer.
You better hope they got heated pads.
I'm about to call Elon Musk, and he's about to put some heater rays over Pittsburgh Stadium. Elion, can you go to put the heaters over the Pittsburgh Stadium?
Is that-
Elion.
Space heater in the air, Elion.
In the NFC, we got Detroit 1, Philly at 2. We got Tampa at 3, the Rams at 4. 5, you got Minnesota. 6, you got Washington. And 7, the Packers. What playoff matchups stand out to you if it finishes like this?
The Minnesota one.
Yeah, I feel like Minnesota would take that game. I think Minnesota will go into LA and beat them.
I don't really see anything that's like crazy. I think the Buffalo game would be all right, and the Philly game. Washington and Tampa could actually be pretty interesting. I don't think I'd mind watching that one, but I know you'd be watching the Dolphins and Steelers.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I've just lost all faith with Baltimore, so I don't know.
That's a tough matchup for Miami with Pittsburgh's defense. I don't like that. I'd really like if we could get up in the 5th seed, which Baltimore could lose another game. So let's reset all this. We're gonna delete delete, reset playoff predictor. Okay, and let's just do a simulation. And see what the simulator says. This does not have Miami Dolphins making the playoffs. The simulator is stupid.
I told you. And this one, that one's got Atlanta in the AFC or NFC.
Yeah, see, they don't know what they're talking about, bro.
They don't know what they're talking about, bro.
Would I recommend this to someone else? No. Because you're stupid.
Now they're gonna be like good, and they're gonna block you from their website. Reset it and do it again. See what happens. I'm telling you, it took me 6 times to get the Dolphins in.
One more time.
Back in my day, Frankfurts were a nickel.
It's got Baltimore winning the division.
Now they're pretty adamant about the no Dolphins.
Yeah, because they're stupid idiots.
I like the NFC better because there's no Atlanta.
One more game.
One more game. So when we do it manually, the Dolphins make the playoffs. Don't know why that happens, but they do. And now when we 3 in a row, when they automatically simulate, there's no Dolphins.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, I think the person behind that computer system is a bunch of stupid idiots. So that's why that's happening. But yeah, anything can happen. I definitely don't think that Atlanta's making the playoffs, so they were definitely wrong on that 2 out of 3 times. So they can be wrong about my Dolphins.
Yep.
It really comes down to Miami if they can win out. You know what I mean? They got to handle their own business. Do they need some help? Yeah, but I think they get the help that they need. But they got to win out.
Yep.
So let's do our power rankings for after week 14. Who's your top 5?
Number 5, I got the Minnesota Vikings. They look really good. You're just Darnold's putting up some good numbers. They haven't fallen off like you were expecting. So I got them at 5. I got Buffalo at 4. Just simply because they lost. It was hard because I wanted to go. I was going to go Philly, but I got Buffalo 4. I got Philly 3rd. And KC 2nd, which was tough because I wanted to put Philly 1st. But Philly has their own problems with their passing game. KC's got a problem with just letting people hang around to the end. So those could have went either way. And then I got Detroit still at number 1. They're playing good football. They've had a couple close games, but they're getting it done when they need to. And that's what I feel about that. I just feel like Kansas City's luck's going to run out. They're going to eventually end up losing, but it ain't going to matter. They're already in. And Philly, like I said, with Philly and KC at 2 and 3, it was kind of back and forth just because I have concerns in different areas for both of them. With KC finishing, and they got the left guard issue, and their defense hasn't been playing that great. So, yeah, that's what I got. Vikings 5, Buffalo 4, Philly 3rd, KC 2, and Detroit 1. Yes, sir.
That's a nice top 5.
Thank you, sir.
Number 5, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. I just like what they're doing on defense. Jordan Love's playing at a good high level. He doesn't have any real superstar receivers over there, but he's got a lot of good receivers that do a lot of different things. Josh Jacobs is the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL, so the run game has been really good. Yeah, I just like the Packers. They're a very good football team. Number 4, I'm gonna go with I'm wrong. Let me start over. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Big C goes off the top of the head sometimes. Number 5, I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm.
I don't like how they're winning. I don't like the inconsistency. I don't like how they let teams stick around. I don't like that they win a lot of the games at the last second by luck. That's not a way to win on a consistent basis. You can't count on that to. You can't count on luck to win.
No.
You can't count on a flag from a referee. You can't count on a kick hitting the goalpost and going in. You can't count on blocked field goals at the end of the game. It's just not realistic. Those are plays that don't happen on a normal basis, and that's not going to be good enough when you start playing the elite team. That might be good enough against the Carolina Panthers of the world, or I mean, even the kick this past weekend against the Chargers. The Chargers aren't all worldly. You know what I mean? Are they fighting for a playoff spot? Yeah, but they're not. They're not what we consider an elite team in the NFL.
Mhm.
I don't think Kansas City would get away with that playing Baltimore. I don't think they'd get away with that playing Pittsburgh. Definitely won't get away with that playing Detroit if they make it to the Super Bowl. Minnesota, Green Bay, multiple teams.
Yeah.
So they need to turn it on, and they need to change things up and get going. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings. The reason that I had the Minnesota Vikings at number 4 is because no matter how good Sam Darnold plays, I still do not trust him. Sam Darnold has played a lot of bad football throughout his career. Sam Darnold is probably a top 5 MVP candidate right now. But I'm still waiting for Sam Darnold to fall off. And I can't fully trust him. And I'm still waiting for that. There he is. There's the real Sam Darnold. Will the real Sam Darnold please stand up? I'm still waiting for that moment. And maybe it doesn't happen. And if it doesn't happen, good for him and good for the Minnesota Vikings. But I cannot fully put my trust in Sam Darnold. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles have the most impressive running game in football. Yes, even over Baltimore. What Saquon's doing over there, what Jalen Hurts is doing on the ground over there, it's remarkable. Saquon Barkley's probably number 2 in the MVP race in my book. Jalen Hurts has a dozen rushing touchdowns. His passing leaves something to be desired, but they're winning football games. They're one of the hottest teams in the league. So I mean, why change if you're getting results? So at number 3, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. What does make me worry is their superstar crybaby wide receiver, AJ Brown.
Yep. Distractions.
You're crying about not getting the ball, which he gets the ball. You know what I mean? Be happy that you're not being asked to catch 15 passes a game. I know that players like to be involved and feel like they're helping the team win, but you are helping the team win. If you really want to help the team win, keep your mouth shut when you are winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might only be catching 4 balls a game, 5 balls a game, but think it's making your career last longer. Your body's not taking the beating that Jamar Chase's body's taking. Someone that's getting hit 13, 14, 15 times a game. So be glad about that. Be glad that you're on a team that is winning. There's a lot of superstar receivers on bad teams that catch 12 balls a game and lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I think someday when you look back, maybe you'll be grateful that you were on a winning team and not. I mean, losing is miserable.
Yeah, you
You can
gotta.
be a superstar, catch 5 touchdowns a game, but if you lose the game, you feel good about yourself? Do you feel good about it? So I really think AJ Brown needs to shut his mouth. Should they get him involved a little bit more? Maybe. But again, who are you going to take touches away from? Saquon? Saquon leading the league in rushing. Everybody else on this team is happy for each other except AJ Brown. Saquon, the tight end, backup tight end for Philly catches a touchdown. Saquon Barkley out there square dancing with in the end zone. Dosey Doan.
Hmm.
Wow, AJ Brown overthrowing his helmet crying. We scored a touchdown. I didn't get the ball. Shut the
Yeah.
hell up. Shut your ass up. He did this shit in Tennessee too. He did the same thing in Tennessee when Tennessee was a run first team with Derrick Henry. This isn't the first time that AJ Brown's done this shit. He needs a quiet down. Quiet down.
You got a shot at a Super Bowl. Shut up. Like,
Yeah, so I'm worried about that. Him causing problems and Jalen Hurts feeling obligated to try to get him the ball and forcing something.
mhm.
Because that's the only thing it's going to lead to is that they're going to try to make him happy. Jalen Hurts going to force something to him, and next thing you know, they're losing the game because AJ Brown had to get his touches.
Yeah.
Don't do
Baby.
it. Don't do it, Philly. So that has me a little worried, and that makes them drop down a little bit. At number 2, I got the Buffalo Bills. Their defense got me worried a little bit. They had a terrible performance against the Rams. They couldn't stop anything. They were terrible. But not every team has the offensive firepower that the Rams have. And they got Josh Allen. And Josh Allen is playing at an extremely high level right now, playing the best football of his career. He's one of the top 2 quarterbacks in this league. He's a great player, and he's doing amazing things. So I got the Buffalo Bills at number 2. Josh Allen can overcome almost anything. At number 1, I got the Detroit Lions. They're just a great all-around team. And until someone knocks them off that pedestal, which may be this week, maybe we have a new number 1 next week. I gotta take the Lions.
Mhm.
And I actually do have the Buffalo Bills beating the Detroit Lions this week. So this time next week when we're doing our power ratings, there very well could be a new number 1. But what can you say? Jared Goff's playing great football. They're two-headed monster at the running back position. Both with over 10 touchdowns. They got skilled players at the wide receiver position. They got a top tight end in Laporta. Their defense is just next man up. They're dealing with a bunch of injuries, but the next man up. That's what the mentality they're playing with. Next man up. They're doing a fantastic job. And Dan Campbell got these guys just. These men will run through a wall for him. This guy is a leader of men. He's a great motivational speaker. I don't think that Dan Campbell is the smartest NFL coach in the NFL, but he'll get you ready for battle.
Mhm.
And
will.
you believe in the shit he says, and he's ready to. I believe if he could, he'd throw on a pair of pads and a helmet and go out there and go to war with you. And players like that.
Mhm.
So I like these Detroit Lions. I still think they're the Super Bowl favorite in the NFC. and that's my number one team.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely motivational, man. He made me want to get off the bed and try to go out there and play some football.
You had a bad back, brother.
I know exactly, but it is what it is. I agree. You had a good top 5. I like that. I like it a lot.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, and share for all your daily NFL news.
Hit that thumbs up.
You get a real fan's perspective. You know what I mean? Like, we're real fans. We're real fans of the NFL, just like you. And we want to hear what you think too. Who's your top 5? Who's your 5?
What's your top
Bring your
5?
5. I'm gonna bring my 5, and we can go to war. No, seriousness. We love to hear from you. We love the debate.
Interact.
Friendly debate, of course. I won't tell you you're wrong unless you say something bad about my Dolphins, then I'll tell you you're wrong. Or if you're a Jets fan, I'll tell you why your whole life is wrong. I'll tell you why you're a despicable human being.
Despicable.
I'll tell you why your mother should have swallowed you. I'll tell you why you should have been a wet spot on the mattress.
Nice. That's
But
kind
anyway,
of messy. I feel bad. I feel bad from now. Don't. You might not want to call in now.
I feel bad too if you're a fucking Jets fan.
I'm a Giants fan.
Well, anyway. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at we should have took a look at it when we were doing the playoff predictor, who would have had the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. I think it's really gonna come down to you guys and the Raiders.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe Tennessee too.
I don't see us winning another game though.
Between the 3 of you. No, I don't see it.
Yeah, we got Baltimore, Atlanta, Indy, and Philly. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
and they're putting the Italian stallion back in this week.
Oh yeah. DeVito
Captain Cutlets.
DeVito back?
Yeah,
I actually think you got a better chance with DeVito than Locke. Drew Lock was a top draft pick.
He wasn't. I don't know. I'm not happy with either of them, so it don't really matter who they put in. I'm probably still gonna root for my team like I normally do.
I'm telling you, you guys need the hope for Arch Manning in 2 years.
I'd be cool with that. I would be.
Arch Manning.
Then again, that could be a bust too.
Yeah, I don't know. They're talking about he should be taking over Ewer's job at the University of Texas right now, saying he's such a great athlete. Like he's not. He's more of an athlete than what Peyton and Eli were. Like he's fast. Like he's super fast.
That'd be scary.
He's still got the great arm, and you got to think that he's got that Manning brain.
Manning mentality. Just that.
I mean, Manning's got big football brains. That's why they got the big ass head.
They do got some big old lopsided heads, don't they?
I'm
big
Peyton,
forehead.
Peyton, man. I'm Peyton Manning. Are you Peyton? Peyton? Nice Peyton.
Yeah. I don't care. My favorite Eli one was when he did the dirty dancing junk. Lifted the dude over his head. I was like, no, he didn't. I think it was Odell.
Peyton. I like Peyton. Peyton's a funny guy, man.
Peyton is funny.
A funny guy.
Hey, I mean, Eli.
All right, let's get.
Eli even came out kind of funny. Like I never thought he was funny, like when his playing days. But now that he's out, it's like his characters come out more. I definitely see it.
He's still got more of a dry sense of humor, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You can tell he's the little brother. MVP candidates, top 3.
Top 3. I had an issue with this one.
Guard, huh? Got you off guard, huh?
No, I have a top 3. I was having such an issue with Josh Allen and Saquon and picking a number
It's
one.
because of your. It's because of your heart. Saquon holds a special spot in your heart.
He does. So therefore, number 3, Lamar Jackson. He's got good numbers. He's got great numbers actually, but you got to be a winner. You got to be a winner. And I haven't felt that the last few weeks. I got Josh
are
Allen
winning.
number 2. I got Josh Allen number 2. Incredible season, amazing season. But at the end of the day, Saquon holds that little spot. I got Saquon number 1, 1,623 rush yards, only 1 lost fumble. He's averaging 6.1 a carry, 267 receiving, 2 touchdowns, and plus 11 rushing touchdowns. I just think he's the one person this year that has stuck out to me, and his first year coming out here in Philly and doing what he's doing. It's the only reason Jalen couldn't do what he does now, putting up these low numbers without Saquon. They wouldn't be anywhere close to where they're at. So I got Saquon. I got Saquon Barkley, number 1. You know it's good.
I'm just gonna give you my number. I'm just gonna give you my number 1.
Oh, so you
I'm
tried
just
to
gonna
mess
give you my
me up.
MVP winner.
Oh, you're gonna just give me the answer?
The MVP is, without a shadow of a doubt, is Tua Tagovailoa. This man is playing out of this.
Yo, I'm dead. I'm out. See ya. I'm done with this crap. You just made this whole show illegitimate with that statement. It's pointless to even have a show. Thank you for watching the episode 31 and the final episode of the Blitz. We are not good analysts. This is not how it should be.
First off, that's not my answer. But he is playing at an MVP level.
He's playing
since returning from injury.
Yes.
15 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's completing 80% of his passes. He's playing MVP football.
He's playing good football.
If he wouldn't have missed those 4 games, he'd be in the top 5 of the MVP voting. Without a shadow of a doubt. Real life.
Maybe top 6.
I mean, he's got 17 touchdowns on the year. 4 interceptions. You got to think he's averaging 2 a game. He would have had 8 more touchdown passes. He would have had 25 touchdowns, maybe 5 interceptions, 80 completion percentage. That's MVP numbers, bro. Number 3, I gotta go Lamar Jackson too. Lamar Jackson having an outstanding year. He's just been a little bit inconsistent. There's not necessarily any holes in his game or any reason why he shouldn't be able to win the MVP, except there's just a couple players that I feel are playing just a tad bit better than him. And number 2, I'm going to say Saquon Barkley. Saquon's having a fantastic year. He's on pace to reach 2,000 yards. I think that he could be the clear cut MVP if Jalen Hurts didn't steal so many of his touchdowns. I mean, you got to think Jalen Hurts with 12 touchdowns. If any other quarterbacks in the backfield with Saquon's getting probably 10 of those. What's that take Saquon to? 23 touchdowns? How many touchdowns Saquon got?
He got 11 rushing.
So I mean that takes him to 21 rushing touchdowns. With the 1,600, what's he got? 1,600 right now.
He's got 1623. He's got two receiving touchdowns too.
So I mean, if he had 1,600 rushing yards at this point and 21 touchdowns, he'd be the clear-cut MVP. But he shares the touchdowns with Jalen Hurts. So my MVP is Josh Allen.
What?
Josh Allen fans have felt that he's probably should have won a couple which I disagree with. Lamar Jackson was the better player.
Mhm.
But Josh Allen, his main critique people had on him was his turnovers. This year, he's got his turnovers are at a career low. He's put this team on his back more so than ever before. Before he had a star receiver and Stephon Diggs. You go look at that team and tell me where the star receiver is. And don't come at me with Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper's a good route runner and this and that. But Amari Cooper's only been here a few games. He's been injured since he's been here. He's just Amari Cooper's not a top receiver in this league. This defense, obviously, this defense got a bunch of holes after last week's game against the Rams. I mean, Josh Allen single-handedly kept this team in that game.
Mhm.
And Buffalo was down big at one point, and he brought them back. And yeah, they didn't come away with the victory. And usually, I'm harsh on people. If you don't come away with the win, you don't get as much credit. But I mean, the guy had 6 touchdowns, 3 passing, 3 rushing. First player in NFL history to do that. Whenever you're the first player in NFL history to do something, I mean, it's pretty amazing. You think about how many players and plays of how many games in NFL history has there been, and he's the first person to ever do it. It's
For
just
real.
it's just amazing. So my MVP is Josh Allen. It's no secret that it's a quarterback. It's a quarterback award. The NFL's not shy about it. So as much as I think Saquon's deserving, I don't I don't think Saquon's gonna get a fair shake at it anyway, and I think Josh Allen's gonna walk away with the MVP this year.
You're probably right. You're probably right. You're probably right. He's just done a lot, man. I just you got to respect what Saquon's done. Like I said, it allows Jalen not to have to put up these crazy numbers. He steals some of his rushing touchdowns, but just I don't know. It's like when he played for the Giants, I seen like half of what he could do. It's like you only got his half speed because he couldn't use that talent. We just didn't have the team to do it for him, and now he's got a decent team, and he just shows what those O lines mean and what the blocking means, and it means a lot. I mean, and plus, I just love the reverse hurdle. I'll never like that. That shit was so dope. Like
They made it so you can do that in Madden now with Saquon.
they did.
Yeah.
No
I mean, I
shit.
don't know how they do it. I'm not that sophisticated in the Madden game, but I did see that they made it so Saquon Barkley can do a reverse hurdle.
Mm, might go buy it now.
Check it out online. Google it.
Google.
Google, hey, googly moogly. Oh, remember, January 1st, make sure you tune in to the episode of the Blitz. We will be giving away $1,000. $1,000.
Shout out to Elon Musk. We're big fans. We would love a donation to the channel to help us get going.
$1,000. Can't really see.
Can't even see it. It's all like flashy.
Oh,
See a
you see
one
that
strip.
blue? You see that? You see that blue?
It looks
See
kind of
that blue
fake.
strip? Come on, bro. Why you say that? Saying fake.
I just
How you
I'm,
gonna have people? How you gonna have people think I got fake money?
nah. Ooh.
See that blue strip, baby? Come on. You see it?
What you want
Oh,
to do?
there's another one. Oh, you like this president better? Huh? You like him better? Oh, you like him? Yeah. Oh, you like him? What? Oh, how about this president? Oh, you like some Jacksons?
Ah,
Some upside down Jacksons? I think I even got what president's on here? I don't even know who this president is. What president is that? I can't read.
I can't. Was that Hamilton? know. Yeah, the thing is Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, folks, make sure you tune in.
Do it.
If you don't want the money, then
I'll take it.
don't tune in.
I'll be on.
Hey.
I'll be leaving comments.
You be my Huckleberry.
Yeah, I'll take it. Get me a
Like
new
Goofy.
fishing rod, maybe some new front teeth.
Yeah.
Get me a pretty mouth.
Bro, you're better off having no teeth if you want to get this money from me.
Yeah, that'll never happen. I bite that shit off. Then I'd staple it to the front of your door.
It's a children's program. You better watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth, boy.
But anyway, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll be back Friday with another episode of the Blitz. Episode number 32.
Thanks for kicking it with us on episode 31 of the Blitz. We will see you on episode 32 this Friday for Pick'ems. Pick'ems again. Oh, yeah. Well, I got you real quick. We both went 7-3 last week. Brings me up to 60-28. Brings you up to 62-26. Forgot to announce that Monday.
You're 2 games back?
2 games back.
Yeah, you're what?
Yes, sir.
That's all right. I'm going to pull away down the stretch. But anyway, like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you Friday. Same bad channel, same bad time. Peace! Hands up!
No!
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. E-double-L, I said so, I keep big bills up in my hood on the dirty like Blitz-Playoffs. Ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full. I'm in it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go broke for revenge. Have some not so nice friends, kick the door off the hinge, take the door off your bench, pop 4 of your friends. Man, please, it's